lo mío está mi respirar. Contigo veo todo como en espiral. Quiero tirarnos fotos y que se hagan viral. Tus ojos me concentran como Adelar. Contigo me sube de lo veral. Te toco y hasta el mundo deja de llegar. A nosotros ni la muerte nos va a separar. Bebé, yo soy tuyo nada más.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We got another mukbang today. We've got some Chik fil, so another Chik fil mukbang. My fries spilled in the bag. Got some fries. And we've got a spicy deluxe. And we got some barbecue sauce, some Chick-fil-A sauce, and some zesty buffalo, because I like to dip my fries in all three of those. So how are you guys doing today? I have to pee really bad, but I'm just gonna go through the mukbang and I'll go pee when I get down. I'm trying to open the buffalo without it squirting on me. That's strong. Gotta go pee and I keep drinking. Marvelous. So how are you guys doing today? How's your day going? Mine's just getting started pretty much. Isaac went to work with Jonathan today, so it's just me and Zaya for the day. And yeah, so today I wanted to tell you guys a story time. I don't know if I told you guys a story before, but about the time this girl, I dipped it in the Chick-fil-A sauce. This girl wanted to fight me for no reason whatsoever. Like, no reason. So, let me take a bite of this sandwich first. And then we'll get right into the story. Okay. So I'm going to dip it in some Chick-fil-A sauce. And see. Oh, sweetness. So my senior year of high school, my parents decided that our family needed to move to Washington, that there was a better business proposition out here in Washington before we lived in California. So, like I said, it was my senior year. I had already started my senior year. So obviously I was upset. My sisters were upset too, because Cali was all we knew. We had came to Washington a few times before to visit, because my stepsister lives here in Washington. But other than that, like, we were born and raised in Cali. Buffalo. And at this time, Jonathan and I had already started dating, so I didn't want to leave him behind. But whether us kids wanted to or not, we were moving, because like I said, it was a better business there was better business opportunities out here for my parents. So no matter what, at the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever it takes for their family to eat, right? So fast forward, we moved out here. Like I said, the school year had already started, so I was gonna be coming in. I don't want to say it was mid-year, but we were a few months into the school year already. So I was gonna be the new kid. One of my sisters moved out. So it was just me and one of my other sisters, and then our younger sister stayed back in Cali with my grandma. I don't remember why, but she stayed back. So me and my other sister, we're gonna be starting the school year as new kids. I mean, we're gonna go into this new school as new kids, and you know that's always nerve-wracking. But it was like a whole new state and everything, right? So, we move over here, we start school, and everything's fine, you know, it's whatever. It's very different. We noticed that it was like very different. Like, I don't know. It was different. It was not just because of the state or like anything, but it seemed like these school districts were a little behind than in California. So obviously for the first couple weeks, maybe month, it was just me and my sister, and we would just meet up for lunch, and we would eat together at lunch. And then, I mean, people were nice, pretty nice for the most part. We slowly started to make a few friends. Before we made any friends, my sister and I used to always just go and eat under the stairs for lunch instead of like eating in the cafeteria. But then when we started making friends, we started eating in the cafeteria. When we started to eat in the cafeteria, we always, you know how each little group of like friends always has like their own spot, like their own tables, their own spots where they sit. That's how it was here too. Like everyone had like their own tables that they would always go to, as did we. So we would go and we would sit at our table with our friends, and it was always one of two tables like towards the middle of the cafeteria. And there was this other group of kids that always sat at the tables like behind us, or like directly behind us, or like behind us but to the side. But they were always pretty close, like our tables where we would sit. And I slowly started to notice that there was this one girl from that other group that sat behind us that would always just like during lunch, like I would always catch her looking at me or mad dogging me. But I never like made anything of it because, like I said, I only saw this girl when I would like spot her at lunch, but I didn't have any classes with her. I didn't like, other than lunchtime in the cafeteria, I had no other interaction with this girl. And then slowly her friends started doing the same thing. Her two other like little girlfriends. So a little fast forward. That went on for like a week maybe. But like I said, I never like thought anything of it, did anything about it, because I didn't know this girl. I only saw her at lunch when she was staring me down. But other than that, like, I wouldn't pass her going to any classes. I didn't have her in any classes. Nothing. Not her, not her friends, nobody. And then, so fast forward. Sometimes when our friends weren't there, like I said, my sister and I would either eat under the stairs or we would eat in the there was this little like office right across from the library, so we would eat in like that little office. Like there was also tables in there. It was always open during lunch for people to sit there and eat in there, to like eat and study at the same time. So fast forward. One day, I was eating in the little, like in that little room, in that little office. I cannot for the life of me remember if this is when my younger sister came up here with us, or if I can't remember if either of my sisters were with me when this happened. But I was eating in that little office, and then lunch was over, the bell rang, so I was walking out of the office. I had thrown away my plate and I was walking out of the office. Now the cafeteria was over here, and it's just a big old open space, because the whole school was indoors. So the cafeteria was just a big open space right here. You walk this way, the library is right here, the little office is right here. So I was walking out this way, and everybody from the cafeteria was walking this way. So I'm walking out, and the girl and her whole group of friends were walking towards me. But like I said, I didn't think anything of it because I didn't know this girl. She stopped right in front of me. And bite. So her and her group of friends stop right in front of me, and she starts confronting me. And she's like, right off the bat, she's like, "You have a problem?" And like, this caught me completely off guard because I didn't know this girl. And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Do you have a problem?" And I was like, "No, do you?" And she's like, "Well, I heard that you have a problem with me." I was like, "I don't even know you." I was like, "What's your name?" And then she tells me her name. And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, like I said, I don't even know you, so I would have a problem with you." She's like, "Well, it seems like you have a problem. I heard that you've been talking about me." Some crap like that. And I was like, "Well, like I said, I don't know you, but if you want to have a problem, we can have a problem." I was like, "I have no problem with that." Like, at this point, I was so caught off guard, but at the same time, I was like, "You're not gonna like punk me either." Like, what? Because like, I'm short, and sometimes I was alone, so I mean, even to this day, I'm thinking that she was just trying to prove herself and punk me in front of her friends. I don't know. But anyways, I wasn't gonna let her punk me, so I was like, "No, but if you want a problem, we can have a problem." I was like, I don't mind." And she's like, "Oh yeah?" She's like, what'd she say? She's like, "Well, we can get down." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "When?" So this girl doesn't know my name. I don't know hers. She doesn't know me whatsoever. And she wants to fight me. So I was like, "Okay, when?" She was like, "Today after school." I was like, "Where?" And there was this like park that they called the Rec. Close to our school. I think it was maybe like a block away. I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'll meet you there." She's like, "Okay." So after that, I text my mom and I was like, "So this girl wants to fight me today after school. Can you give me a ride?" And My mom, being my mom, was like, yeah, my mom's never she would never ever, I'm telling you, never ever pick us up on time after school. This was the one time she was there. I think she was even there a little bit early, but she picked me up. And you know, when there's fights at school, everyone like wants to be involved, and all of a sudden everybody talks to you. Well, there was this group of kids that were there when they saw that she confronted me. So after school, when my mom picked me up, they were like, oh, I know where it is, I know where it is. So they were running down the sidewalk and mom was driving. And they were showing us where it was. So we're driving. We pull up to where the girl said to meet her. She's there with, you guys, I kid you not, like 20 people. I pulled up by myself, my mom, and I think my sister. So we pull up, and you know, like the neighborhood parks. Look a little dark. The neighborhood parks, there's like, so it's the park, and then it's like across the street there's like houses. Well, the girl was she parked, because she drove at this point. She had her own car, so she parked with like all of her people. And we pulled up across the street, like right in front of her, but across the street. And I got down and my mom got down. And I looked at her and I was like, so what? You know, but I wasn't going to walk up to her because, one, like I said, she had like legit like 20 people with her. And she was the one who had the problem. So if she wants to fight me, she's going to come to me, right? Like she came up to me at the cafeteria. So I was like, what? And she was like, you come here, you come here. And I was like, I'm not walking over there so you and your friends could jump me, or, you know, I'm not the one with the problem. So if you really want to fight me, you're going to come over here and fight me. So we stood there for a good 15-20 minutes. Come to find out, like I said, she drove herself to the park. So we waited there. I was waiting for her to come up to me since she wanted to fight me so bad. Girl ended up calling her mom to come pick her up. And that was it. Like, she wasn't all tough, all when I was there, like ready to fight her ass. And my mom started laughing. She was like, wait, what? Mom was like, she drove here. Why does her mom need to pick her up? And not even pick her up, you guys. Because she still drove her car. She just called her mom to escort her. I was like, wait. You're the one who was all big and bad. Came up to me with all your group of friends in the cafeteria. You drove here with all your group of friends, all your group of people. I was by myself, and you're the one who had someone escort you out. I was like, wow. So that's another reason why I think she was just trying to prove a point to her friends or something. I don't know. But after she got picked up, we drove away and we went to go pick up my brothers from school. They went from the elementary school. You guys, as we're picking up my little brother from his elementary school, this girl is parked picking up her brother 2 cars in front of us. I started dying laughing. I was like, Mom, look who's over there. So I was sitting in the passenger seat. So So my mom pulls up and the girl sees us and she takes off. And it's so funny. This girl takes off like super scared, right? So we start driving, and the funny thing is that she was taking the exact same route that we took to go back to my mom's business. So this girl legit thought we were following her. And she was like, just like going so fast, going like, you know, she thought she was like Speed Racer. And I was sitting in the back laughing so hard. I was like, wow. She was on the phone, she was looking back at us. That this girl thought she was in a straight movie or something. And we were just going back to my mom's store. So, when we come to the same light, we found out that her mom owned a business as well. Her mom owned a restaurant that was not too far from the elementary school and from my mom's business as well. So my mom was like, okay. My mom pulls up to her mom's business. My mom pulls up to her mom's business, her restaurant. My mom gets down, and her mom comes outside, and she's standing outside with the girl. And mom tells her mom that she wants to talk to her because her daughter is wanting to fight me for no apparent reason. So she's like trying to figure out, you know, mom's being a mom. And her mom was all scary too. She was like, no, let's talk inside because I have cameras inside. Mom's like, okay. Okay, what do you think I'm gonna do? So we go inside and my mom's like, so I just want to know what your daughter's problem is. Like straight up. And she's like, why? And then she's like, well, she's trying to fight my daughter for no reason. She's like, we pull up to fight and there's like 20 kids with her, so she's just trying to jump my daughter or what? And she was like, no, I don't know. And she looks at her daughter and her daughter's like, she was just quiet mugging my mom the whole time. And I was like, okay, girl, don't be all big and bad now because you were just, you know, damn near crying like 5 seconds ago. So you want to take it down a couple notches. And then she was like, no, well, that my daughter just sits with her cousins at lunch. And I was like, her cousins, her guy cousin. I was like, I could have sworn that was her boyfriend because she's always all up on him. I was like, she sits on his laps. She's always like, I was like, I think I even saw them kiss once. And she was like, what? And I was like, that's disgusting. And I was like, well, I don't have a problem with your daughter. I was like, I don't even know her. I was like, the first time I even spoke with her was when she just came up to me. I was like, and that's when I found out her name. So we just like squashed it there. And I'm saying it like that because we didn't even squash anything. But homegirl didn't try me again because she saw that I was with it, you know? But I just thought it was so funny. Like, she really tried to prove herself, I think. And it completely turned out the other way. After that, my younger sister's when my younger sister moved out here. And that same girl tried to, like, befriend my younger sister. After she saw that she was my sister. And I was like, yeah, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But that's the time that homegirl tried to fight me or jump me. I don't know what her intentions were, but she didn't get the outcome that she was looking for, I don't think. It was just so funny to me. Cause she was like, this she was this tough girl, and then when she saw that little old me, little 4-foot me, wasn't backing down, she was like, wow. But it was so funny. I was so confused as to why this girl didn't like me. I was like, girl, I don't know you, you don't know me. What's the problem? What's the problem? I don't know. I'm stuffed. I was about to clap my hands, but I have a burn on my hand, and that would have hurt really bad. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang / little story time. I'm choking. I'm gonna go ahead and head into work. I'm gonna give Zaya the rest of these fries. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't be trying to punk anybody, because you might just end up looking like this girl, looking like a dummy. Be kind, be friendly to everybody, and if you don't mess with someone, if you don't fucks with someone, just don't fucks with them. Like, mind your own business, live your own life. Like, I don't know why people keep trying to mess with other people's lives. Live your own life. Let me live, and I'll let you live. Like, that's what it comes down to. But anyways, be kind to all, and I'll catch you guys on the next mukbang. Bye.